Stadium, Athens, Ohio, home to the Bobcats, and fans have been pouring into the gates, and they are ready for this clash to get started. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on a team from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Bobcats will kick it away first. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking down the middle. Intercepted in the first drive. In for the pick.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake over it.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in the stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
On the ready? The run from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. It's a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He'll pull it on the read. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
The Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. To the air, it's Navarro. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio! epic game in this one. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on a team from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bobcats will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped for an interception. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Howard. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This time he's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Robertson. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the mark.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Navarro. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
The Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Gussin. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
And the Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He'll throw it. Finds the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He's got the back in the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those 1st downs.
He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Navarro. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it! He will score! Touchdown, Bobcats!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. On the run, it's Perry. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Raging Cajuns will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll move the tight end. He'll keep it himself. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Louisiana. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. Dumps it off in the flats. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Gossett. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. play of the period. First down here. Tight end now in motion. Running back searching for a hole. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It's picked up, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. From the shotgun, they'll run it, finding open areas. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Shoots it to the left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Howard. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just... There he goes! And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Grabs over the middle. It's Williams. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. It's a draw. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Navarro. It's complete on the right side. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Dead center perfect. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Raging Cajuns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's looking deep. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
That's caught. It's Gossett. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Creates a little space. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive player.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Ohio! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a man, it's Howard. Trying to burn this defensive back. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cajuns. Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The inside handoff. Turning it on. Smashes it with the stiff arm. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They're going to ride this running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe a little bit long. Really good job by that offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down, really easy.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half. They were calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
Coming out with it, it's Williams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Howard. Fires left. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down, and they can still stop the clock.
And I think there's a difference between aggressiveness and recklessness. You're backed up, man. You're going to take shots right now, force the ball into coverage. The defense makes the pick. And how about this? In scoring position, very little time on the clock. Got a chance to put some points on the board before you go into the half.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
Man, And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Making side adjustments here. Toss to the outside. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. And the Raging Cajuns will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they've taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Navarro. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's the way you answer your halftime speech. You gave up a lot of points in that first half. What did the defense do? The first possession, you set the tone in the second half. Get the big stop, get the big sack. Really nice answer by this defense.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. On the run, it's Perry. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to call back on this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You've got to keep giving him the football.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Finds his tight end. Turns it on in midfield. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Raging Cajuns will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking looking at a 3rd and 8. Back to pass, it's Howard. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They boot it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Catch in the middle. It's Gossett. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage.
Oh, he's got some space.
Well, obviously, the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Grab near the sticks. It's Harris. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Navarro. Got his man downfield. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator because on third down, you throw a bunch of wide receivers out there. Everybody on defense thinks you're going to be throwing the football. Instead, you hand it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Navarro. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And it's right down the boulevard. Wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Fielded in the end zone. It's Perry. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Running behind that left side. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. we've come to the end of the period. Ohio has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to pass, it's Howard. With the catch, it's Williams. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. Trying to set up the screen. Still running at the 35. There he goes. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and come back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last play not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Howard. Unloads it left. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch, man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The give and tick, 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 tick. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up in the 28. The Raging Cajuns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to pass. Looking left. Sure hands. It's Robertson. And the defense drags him down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Gonna let it fly. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing?
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Give to the running back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
The Bobcats in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Bobcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Back to throw, it's Navarro. Caught near the sticks, it's Harris. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense. We'll see if they can score.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
Really been in impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books.